That's been a contentious issue of mine for a long time. One, we don't have robust IPO markets, except for South Africa, to some extent Egypt. Sure. So if I understand well, the question is exit market in Africa, right? Yeah. So that's been a contentious issue of mine for a long time. One, we don't have robust IPO markets, except for South Africa, to some extent Egypt. And there's been work done by the African Development Bank and other institutions to support that aspect, to have more IPO and more capital markets that allows SMEs to essentially get liquidity and raise capital institutionally. So the work has been done. I can mention so many other things. That's number one. Number two, generally speaking, I would say 60% of exits or even 70% of exits on the continent are trade sales or strategics, right? And so that means that the companies you're building need to be in a stage where they've grown enough to be of interest to larger corporations to acquire, right? And funny enough, most often than not, those larger corporations are usually international ones, right? And so the key thing there is to understand what the international requirements are, okay? And really prepare the bride for those kind of exit. The other thing I would say is that, and hopefully with the AfTA, the Africa Free Continental Trade Agreement, more and more regional champions would take the mantle and expand to other regions, right? Except for, I would say, Nigerian and South African companies out of Africa expanding into Africa, the rest of Africa, I would say, and now they're actually retrenching. We haven't seen substantial east-west, for instance, or more west to east expansions of banking, telecom, conglomerates, right? And this needs to be driven more to support local companies to essentially, follow suit and